All right, boys and girls, today you're going to need the words for sort 50 suffixes ending in Y, ly, and ily. So if you need to pause the video to go get this sheet, go ahead and get it. But this time, I don't want you to cut them yet. If you already did, it's not a big deal. But if you did not cut them yet, don't cut them. So go ahead, press pause, go get them. Okay, now that you're back, boys and girls, we're going to take a look at the words this week. And before we do any cutting or sorting, I want you to think about what do you notice about all of the words. So really just think about something you notice. All right, so some of you might have noticed that all of the words end in Y. Do you notice any other patterns? Yep, some of the words end in ly. And anything else? And some of them end in ily. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at words that end in Y, ly, and ily. Similar to a prefix, when you add a combination of letters at the start of the word, which changes the meaning of the word, the suffix does the same thing. So a suffix is a combination of letters that you put at the end of the word that might change the meaning of it a little bit, or it might make it in a different part of speech. So the way that you would use it would be a little bit differently. So for example, in the word sunny with the Y, adding that Y means that it is like the sun or having sun, okay? And you can jot that down on your Y card before you go ahead and sort. Like the sun, like the blank, or having. So when the word just ends with Y, it actually takes what is a noun, sun, it's a thing, and when you add the Y to it, and notice here, because it was a short vowel sound pattern, sun, CVC, we added another N and a Y, it changes it to what we call an adjective or a describing word. So we could say that it was a sunny day, meaning it had a lot of sun, or it was like the sun. When you add ly to a word, as in the word slowly, you change your base word slow into actually like what we call an adverb, which is telling how something is done, or in the way that it's done, or it might even be like when it's done. So slow would be your base word, but when you add ly, you might say he was walking slowly. That tells us, again, how he was walking. So you can write on your little word card here how something is done or the way that it's done to help you remember what that suffix means. And again, these are called suffixes. And boys and girls, as always, if I'm going too fast, please go ahead and feel free to pause the video so that you can catch up with me. This last one here, ily, tells how or the manner in which something is done. So again, for the example, happily, so you can kind of see here, you can think of the word happy, right? So if I were to say she was happy, or she happily said, yes, she would help me. That's telling me, how did she say it? She said it happily, meaning if I kind of look here what my base word might mean, she must have said it in a happy way, okay? So that's how you use a suffix. So at this time, boys and girls, I'm going to have you pause the video, cut your words, and sort them where you think they need to be sorted. When you're done, press play and we'll check. So again, pause the video, cut your words, and sort them. Okay, welcome back, spellers. So we're going to take a look at the words here and then kind of talk about the meanings. And again, if your words are in a different order, that's okay, but you do want to make sure that they're all in the correct section. So I'm going to see if I can zoom in here for you a little bit. Okay. So again, you see I have my heading. So words that end in Y mean that it's like the or having something. Ly, how something is done. And oops, ILY, again, with the manner in which something is done. So when we look here at sunny, this word means it's like it's having or being full of sun. Rainy, like a rainy day, means that we're describing now that day having a lot of rain. Same thing with foggy. Again, notice we added another G here because we have that consonant vowel consonant pattern. So when you have that short vowel sound, you're going to double the consonant. That is the rule most of the time. Snowy. So again, we can cover up that Y, snow. So we can think, oh, there's a Y there. It means that it's having snow. It was a snowy day. Misty. Again, so we can think of what mist is when you have that little beads of water kind of in the air. So misty day. Look at all these weather words, right? Stormy, and I think it's about to be stormy now, so you might even hear some thunder. So there was a storm, is a lot of rain, stormy. Cover up the Y, chill, chilly. Cloud, cloudy, so like with a lot of clouds. Wind, windy. And breeze, breezy. Notice here when you have the long vowel sound and the word breeze actually ends in E, we took away that E and just added the Y. Okay, let's take a look at the words that end in ly, how something is done or the way that it's done. So again, you can see the same thing here. The same rule applies. When you come across a word that ends in the Y or the ly, go ahead and cover up the suffix at the end and look at the base word and think about what that word means. So we know what slow means, so we can imagine slowly is telling us how something is done. Cover this up, you see the word quick. So quickly, again, the manner in which it is done. Clear, okay, so clearly, so it was done clearly. Maybe they explained something very clearly to you. Dim, that means like if the lights are really low, okay, so like the room was dimly lit. How was it lit? The lights were not very bright. Quietly, remember we used to always tell you, line up quietly, boys and girls. So we wanted you to line up, and the way we wanted you to do it is quietly. Loudly, that would be for like cheering, woo, we won the game, okay? Okay, so this here, daily, in this way, when you see like the word daily, or we don't have the word nightly, but if we did, the other way that ly can be used is it tells you when something is done. So if you see in the word like daily, monthly, nightly, weekly, that means every. So daily would mean like every day, weekly, every week, monthly, every month, nightly, every night. This word here is rough, and again, another tricky word. That O-U-G-H sound makes the short U-F. So it is another one of those words that has a spelling pattern that isn't necessarily pronounced the way that it looks. So this is roughly, and when you see the O-U-G-H, it often has that sound. Roughly. So you know what rough means? Roughly. So maybe you were playing roughly a game of football, and your parents said, hey, be careful. Smoothly, okay? So you know what it means to have something smooth? So maybe you smoothly spread your blanket on your bed, okay? All right, and then happily, we kind of talked about this before, figuring out that your base word here would have been happy, and we have happily. And so one of the things that I want to show you that you won't be able to really see here, but is important for you to know, spellers, is that when you have a word like happy, easy, angry, lazy, and noisy, and you want to add the ly to it, you actually take away the y replace it with I, and then add ly. And then we'll go over how these are pronounced noisily. Okay, so it's actually the rule for that. So this would be pronounced happily. Repeat it, please. Good. Easily. Repeat it. Angrily. Lazily. And noisily. So for example, you might say, I can easily finish my homework so that I can play my video game. Okay? That means how you can do it. You can do it easily. All right? Maybe you didn't clean up your toys. You were supposed to, and one of your parents angrily said, put your toys away right now. Okay? So angrily, meaning the emotion that they were feeling was angry, but the way that they said it was in an angrily, they said it in an angry tone. Lazily, okay? So again, that feeling of lazy, not really wanting to do it. So you might say, oh, I lazily got up and put my toys away. And you kind of did it really slowly. So again, we're talking when you have that ly, the manner in which you did it. And noisily, okay? The children ran back to class noisily from the library. Meaning, again, how they did it and the manner that they did it noisily, meaning that they were very loud. Okay? All right, so again, your lesson this week was on suffixes. Suffixes are letter combinations that go at the end of the word that help change the meaning of the word to be used differently in expression. So adding y helps you to know that it means like something or having that feature. Adding ly tells how something is done or the way it's done. And adding ily can also tell you how or the manner something is being done. Thanks for watching.